Hey guys, so today is the first day of Pride and I am doing like a little Pride series here for this month. I have like about 10 different designs here that I'm going to do, and this one is the first one. We are doing a design based off the traditional rainbow Pride flag. So to start off, I am taking Flirty from Madam Glam and painting that on the thumb and the pinky nail. I want to say I only did 2 coats of that. I might have done 3 coats, 2 or 3 coats of that, and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. After that, I'm taking the holographic cat eye from Madam Glam and I'm painting that on the middle and the ring finger. And I do use the magnet to bring out those magnetized pieces and make it more like the hollow part pop more, because as you can see right now, like you can see the hollow glitters in there, but once I bring the magnet out and use that to bring those pieces up, it's a little more dense and packed in and you can see it a lot more. I did do 2 coats of this on both of the nails, curing each coat for 60 seconds. Now I'm taking Energize Your Day, Orange Poppy, Mimosa, Mother Nature, Maddie, and Perfect Purple, and I'm going to lay a little bit of each color down on my palette because I'm going to use these colors to create a rainbow French on those 2 nude nails that I had painted. And like I always say, before going in with any kind of nail art, I do wipe off the nails with some alcohol to remove that sticky layer. The sticky layer does act a little bit like a blooming gel. It doesn't spread as much, but you do get much crisper, cleaner lines if you remove that sticky layer. So to do this rainbow French, I'm just starting with the red and drawing on my smile line. I do go in and thicken up this red line quite a bit. That way it's more noticeable and you can see it more. Then I do flash cure that and then go in with my orange. Once I get the orange on, flash cure that, do the yellow, so on and so forth, and keep repeating that until I get to the very bottom of the nail. And then once I finished with the rainbow French here, I did go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds, and then I felt like the red and green needed a second coat, so I just went ahead and did a second coat for all of the colors. That way there was 2 layers on each color and there wasn't just 2 layers on the red and green, because that does add a little bit of you know, added height to it. Not a lot, but just a little bit, because there is that second layer and I didn't want the like French part to be uneven or kind of bumpy or anything. I wanted it to be all one even layer and smooth surface. So I did just go ahead and do a second coat for all of the colors. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I am doing a little Pride series here for Pride Month. I am going to be uploading 1 video every day until all of the designs are uploaded. I want to say I have 10 designs here for this, and each design is going to be based on the colors of a different flag, because I just feel like every year you always see everyone doing the traditional rainbow pride nails, and I kind of wanted to do something different. Obviously here I am doing the traditional rainbow pride, but I also wanted to include the other flags so other communities can have representation as well, and they can, you know, have some different ideas on designs that they want to do for their nails. And also with these designs that I'm doing, you can mix and match the designs. If you like one design that I do, but the colors that I did for that specific design aren't colors that represent you, you can always change the colors that do represent you, because these are your nails and you should do whatever you want on your nails that's going to make you happy. I also try to keep the designs as simple or as doable as possible, so that way no matter what your artistic levels are, you can be able to do them, so you can have some cool nails for Pride if you want. I will say there is one design, it's a repeating star design, like the repeating heart design. That one is probably the most difficult out of all of them, although it's not like super difficult because you just draw a star and then outline it and repeat that across the whole nail. I mean, getting it even is probably going to be the most difficult part, and then obviously outlining it and repeating it is going to be very time consuming and take a lot of time. So honestly, that one's probably the most difficult one out of all of them. This French tip might also be a little challenging for some people if you struggle with French tips. But like I said, for the most part, the designs are pretty easy to do, and I feel like beginners are able to do any of them, honestly. And at the beginning, you did see a drawing there that I did for the idea that I had for doing this set. Usually I don't draw out like my sets beforehand and like plan them out. I usually just kind of wing it and just go with the flow and figure it out as I go. But for these nails, I wanted to make sure that I had all my thoughts organized and like all of my ideas planned out. That way I wasn't constantly repeating the same thing over and over again and kind of having all of the sets be the same thing. I wanted each flag to have a different design to go with it. There are some repeating elements on some of the nails, but for the most part, each set for each flag is a completely different design. And one last thing here, I was trying to make sure that the designs that I chose to do for these nails were designs that could easily be transferred to different shapes and lengths and still look good, because, you know, there are some nail designs that you will see people do that they'll do it on an extra long square nail, but if you were to take that design and do it on a short like stiletto nail, it's not going to transfer and translate very well. So I wanted to make sure that these designs were able to you know, transfer over and translate well onto different shapes and lengths. So if you wanted to take this design, even though I am doing it on some extra long squares, you could take them and do it on like a short almond or a medium coffin, you know, something like that, because I know not everyone likes the same shape or length. Everyone has their preferences. So I was really thoughtful about these designs and what I was doing to make sure that there was something for everyone, and to make sure that, you know, they were able to fit and look good on any shape and length you do. Obviously, you're gonna have to adjust a little bit and tweak your proportions for that for some of them, but I do feel like these designs could all be done on all different shapes and length depending on what you prefer. For the pointer nail, I'm doing like a color block rainbow design, and I decided I was going to make the background be the hollow cat eye to match with those other two hollow cat eye nails I did. So I'm just taking some of these jelly colors from Nails by Dev to go over top and make that rainbow color block. I went through first and just mapped out where the colors were gonna go and like how the spacing was gonna work, and then I went back in and filled in those sections for the different colors, and then I did cure for 60 seconds, and I didn't flash cure in between doing the different sections, just because these are jelly colors and I felt like they weren't going to like bleed into each other very much. So it was easy for me to just go through and fill them all in real quick and then cure for 60 seconds after getting all the different sections filled in. But then I ended up not really liking how it looked. I felt like this nail kind of stood out too much and didn't fit in with the rest of the design. So then I did go ahead and redo this and just did it with the solid cream colors, the same colors that I used for the French tip nails, because then it like flowed better and it looked better. Like this glittered rainbow nail did look good and I liked how it looked. I just felt like it didn't fit with the rest of the set, like as a whole. I think if I were to have made the French tip like this as well, it would have fit better, but because those were that solid cream gel polish, this nail just didn't fit in with the rest of it. I also do want to mention that for the green, I did mix the yellow and the blue. This collection from Nails by Dev does have a green jelly gel polish, but it is very light, and I do tend to have to do 2 or 3 layers of it to get it as bright as I want it to for whatever design I'm doing. So I did just go ahead and mix the blue and the yellow to get the green that I wanted for this set instead of using the green that comes with this Nails by Dev jelly collection. So for the two cat eye nails, I am going to cover those with these jelly rhinestones. I got these off of Amazon, and I'm going to use this rhinestone glue. Also got this off of Amazon. And I'm going to cover the entire nail with the rhinestone glue, then go over that with my top coat. I always add the rhinestone glue, then go right over top with the top coat. That's just how I prefer to do it. Also, this rhinestone glue that I am using does leave a sticky layer behind, so you do still need to top coat it in the end anyhow. It's just easier for me to apply the top coat before adding on the rhinestones. But after I get all that on, I'm just going to take the rhinestones and apply those to the nail. And I'm doing it in rainbow order, obviously. I did 2 rhinestones for each color, like going down the nail vertically. So 2 red, 2 orange, 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue, 2 purple. And then I think I did 1 rhinestone on either side. So going horizontally, there's 3 of each color of rhinestones. And then once I got all the rhinestones placed on, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Also, just want to mention real quick, I did do the rhinestones on the middle and the ring, and apparently the middle nail was a little bit longer than the ring nail, and I didn't realize it like when I had sized them out and like was painting them and whatever. I thought they were the same length, and I realized it after I had placed the rhinestones on. And on the middle nail there is a tiny bit of extra space down near the free edge of the nail, versus on the ring nail the rhinestones pretty much go all the way down to the bottom. But I just left it, and we're gonna just pretend that there's not that extra little bit down there on the middle nail. And I probably could have cut it off or like filed it off once I was done, but I didn't want to deal with all the dust that would come with filing, and also I wasn't sure if cutting it down would affect the nail at all, or like end up messing up the nail and like causing some of the rhinestones to pop off. So I did just leave it how it was. And now I'm just going in with my top coat. I am using this top coat instead of my LGN top coat because I am like running low on that and I keep having to tip the bottle to get any out. And I do have another bottle, like a new bottle of the LGN top coat, but I am not ready to open that one quite yet. And I do really like this top coat as well. It is cheaper than the LGN top coat. You can get it off of Amazon in either a pack with the top coat and the base coat for I think $6.99, and or you can get it in a 3-pack with the top coat, base coat, and a matte top coat for I think $7.99. Although I do not like the matte top coat, so I don't recommend getting that one because I don't feel like the matte top coat is all that great. But the shiny top coat and the base coat are really good, and I highly recommend them. After getting these last 3 nails top coated, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And this is what they look like. Here you can kind of see where I was saying that rainbow hollow color block nail kind of just doesn't match very well with the rest of the set. Mainly with those 2 French nails. Like, I feel like it works good with the rhinestone nails, and I think it would look good if I were to have made those French nails with the jelly colors as well. But because those are the creams, it just kind of doesn't flow very well all together, and the colors don't really match all that well. So like I said, I did end up switching that one out. You'll see that here in a minute. But honestly, you could do either way. If you like how the jelly rainbow looks, you can do the jelly rainbow with all of it. If you would rather do the French tips with the jelly rainbow and have that jelly rainbow nail there too, you know, like I said earlier, you can do whatever you want. They're your nails. Have fun with it. Here I have them in flash, so you can see those hollow sparkles under the jelly rainbow as well as on those 2 rhinestone nails, and you can see how the rhinestone nails shine and reflect the light. And for some reason, this hollow cat eye, when it's under the flash, it's giving me like TV static vibes, and it's kind of making me want to like do kind of like a TV static design. But anyhow, here is where I switched it out. You can see the 2 next to each other and see how different they look, and see how this nail looks in comparison with the rest of the set. I personally like this cream nail better than the jelly nail, but you know, like I said, whatever you want to do, you can do whatever. But I really love these nails, and I love the colors and how bright they are. This is just a really fun set, and I feel like it definitely fits the Pride vibes with your traditional rainbow that you always see every year that is always associated with Pride. You also get the rhinestones and the glitter, which I feel like fit in pretty well with Pride. I feel like this is a really good start to my Pride series here that I'm going to do, and I'm really excited to share all of my other Pride designs that I have with you guys. But that is it for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.